Welcome to Exasperated Nerd Explains. Today, we are going to get you caught up on the Terminator movies in case you want to see Terminator Dark Fate being released on November 1st, because I feel like a lot of people didn't see the last 2 or 3 movies. The Terminator. Robots rose up, being led by an AI called Skynet, which became self-aware and killed most of humankind.
We like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind.
Yeah.
However, humans are winning thanks to their leader, John Connor. In a desperate attempt to prevent this from happening, the machines created a time machine and sent back their Austrian-accented Terminator, designated T-800 or Model 101. They kind of go back and forth. A Terminator is a robot that is able to blend in with humans, on sight at least.
It is nice to meet you. Are you kidding me?
I've been trying to teach him to blend in.
His mission is to kill John's mother, Sarah Connor, before she has a chance to give birth to him. John sends Kyle Reese back in time to stop the Terminator and protect his dear mother. Kyle Reese is actually John Connor's father, but he doesn't know it. He then potentially dooms all of humanity by going to the Bone Zone with Sarah Connor. If he wasn't the father, this time travel booty call could have prevented John from being born and accomplished the very same thing the Terminator was sent to do. They destroy this Terminator, but Kyle dies in the process. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. The machines send back another Terminator, this time made out of liquid metal and called the T-1000, to kill a young John Connor. The humans in the future captured a Schwarzenegger Terminator and reprogrammed it to go back and protect John Connor. They did this because they clearly can't trust people to not screw with history. Literally, I'm looking at you, Kyle. And because Arnold is a star and they have to write him into the plot somehow. They defeat Liquid Terminator, and Friendly Terminator sacrifices himself to prevent Judgment Day. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. An Arnie Terminator is sent back to protect John Connor and his future wife from a TX, cause it's extreme. Oh, and the TX is a lady.
Hello, Ms. Lady.
And is designed to destroy other Terminators because they've been through this setup before and they had to raise the stakes somehow. This Arnie actually killed John in the future because he was sentimental towards the model. Arnie destroys Lady Terminator and himself in the process, but it is revealed that they cannot prevent the rise of the machines, and the movie ends with Skynet becoming self-aware and nuking everyone, with John and his future wife safely in a bunker. Terminator Salvation. John is a member of, but not yet leading, the Resistance. He attacks a Skynet base and ends up freeing Marcus, who joins up with them. Turns out, even though Marcus has memories of his life, he is actually a cyborg and linked to Skynet. Skynet captures Kyle Reese and John goes to rescue him, because he kind of has to, and Marcus comes along after proving himself to be fighting for humanity. During the raid, John is critically injured, and Marcus offers his heart to save John. Terminator Genesis. Okay, so they wanted to reboot, but still have had everything happen, so there's a lot of time travel shenanigans here. The movie starts out with Kyle Reese going back in time like the original Terminator film, but while he is being sent back, he sees John Connor get attacked and has a memory from his childhood that Judgment Day is actually in 2017 and not 1997, which was the date from the original film. When he arrives, he finds out that Sarah Connor is already aware of everything because the Terminator was sent back to kill her when she was a child, and an Arnie was sent back to protect her. The Arnie then kind of raised her. The organic skin ages as time passes, so he looks a little older, so they can make this make sense and have him in the film more. This Arnie, called Pops, kills the Terminator from the first film right away. Pops and Sarah have built a time machine and travel with Kyle to 2017 to stop Judgment Day. Skynet is going to come online with a new operating system that is being released called Genesis. John Connor shows up, but he is evil. Turns out, what Kyle saw in the future was John being attacked by the physical embodiment of Skynet called a T-5000, so John is now infected with nanobots and evil. He is designated as a T-3000. There's a bunch of fighting, and they stop evil John and Skynet from coming online. Then there's a mid-credit sequence where it shows that the core of Genesis survived. So that's where the last film left off, and now some pointless speculation on Terminator Dark Fate. It's what we do on the internet. It's pointless speculation. Just looking at the trailers, I think they're throwing out films 3 through 5. I think Sarah Connor is just going around killing Terminators because of all of the time travel. I think the timeline is just littered with Terminators at this point. The timeline has changed enough that this new young lady that the Terminator is after is the new Sarah Connor, and going to give birth to or end up being the leader of the Resistance in the new Robot Uprising timeline. John Connor has become irrelevant. Sorry, John. The lady protecting the other lady, I didn't look up their names, I don't know, looks kind of like Cyborg Marcus from Terminator Salvation. Maybe in this timeline humans have decided to upgrade themselves to win the fight, or maybe she is a robot and just thinks she is human, like Marcus. I don't know where the Arnie robot comes in, he just kind of had to be there. Maybe he was sent back and went rogue, or decided to retire, or he will be triggered and turn on them at some point. That's all for today. Please check out my other videos. What are your theories for the movie? Does anyone still care about these movies as the ratio of good to bad Terminator movies keeps moving towards bad? Please like, comment, subscribe. Bye.